The woman went to the welfare center to adopt a child. Yet instead of choosing the well-behaved kid, she picked a troublemaking boy with sticky fingers. Her decision startled the director, but no one knew this was the only way she could protect her child and her own life. She had actually been reborn. In her past life, her cousin used a wishing power to steal her achievements and get her fired. Even her son accepted the cousin as his real mother and drove her out. After taking everything, the cousin wished again and stole her mind, turning her into a madwoman who jumped off a roof. But the next second, fate brought her back to life. She returned to the day her cousin made her first wish. She immediately realized she had been reborn, so she chose to fight back quietly and let the cousin destroy herself. She then agreed to help her with the project, but once the cousin left, she dug out a discarded proposal and sent it to her without hesitation. She planned to use that rejected proposal to ruin her cousin's career and take all her clients. The next day, the cousin shamelessly shook hands with the client, but the client ignored her and reached for the woman instead. The cousin was completely confused, so she hurried to present her own proposal, trying to get the client to give her a chance. Her public attempt to steal the client even annoyed the co-workers. One was ready to scold her, but the woman calmly said it was fair competition. She then asked the client to sit and choose. The cousin thought she would win this time, but when the client chose, she froze. They didn't pick her proposal. She couldn't understand why, but the client angrily said she sent last month's discarded proposal and asked how she dared to insult him with it. The furious general manager demoted her to logistics on the spot. Filled with resentment, she returned home, but the moment she entered, her mother-in-law handed her a tonic soup, complaining that she had been married for years without getting pregnant, and that the woman's son had already won every elementary school award. That only made the cousin angrier. She swore she would take the woman's son this time. Soon the scheming cousin arrived at the woman's home. The boy politely brought her a plate of watermelon, then showed her his medals. The cousin was instantly jealous. The woman came into the living room with tea. The cousin told her she wanted to buy a school district apartment for the boy. The woman immediately sensed something was wrong and knew she planned to steal her son just like last time, so she rushed to the orphanage. The moment she walked in, a brat tried to steal her bag, but when she turned around, she saw the director dragging the boy toward her. He apologized. She recognized him as the troubled kid, so she decided to adopt him on the spot. The next morning, the cousin found her again. She formally made a wish, asking the woman to sign the purchase contract, pretending she wouldn't delay the boy's future. The woman forced a smile and signed. The cousin then activated her wishing power. She was overjoyed, not knowing she had walked straight into the woman's plan. The cousin then announced she wanted to host a housewarming party. The woman agreed. That night, the whole family sat together. The mother-in-law kept nagging that the cousin was unfilial and still hadn't given her a grandchild. The cousin gritted her teeth listening. She rushed over and said she had huge news to announce. She first asked the woman if her son had arrived. Once she learned he was already in the neighborhood, she finally relaxed. Then she told everyone she and her husband actually had a child long ago, but due to special circumstances he was raised elsewhere. He would meet the family today. Everyone was thrilled. The woman said she was curious to see this child. The cousin bragged that her son was handsome and smart. Just then a child outside yelled, "Mom." The cousin immediately went to open the door for her precious son, not knowing she was about to learn what it meant to reap what she sowed.